right, welcome everyone to Tarot Days and Nights. I hope you're all doing well. It's good to have everybody here, and it is nice to see you all. So let's see what we've got going on here. What do we have? Oh, look at that. Yvonne and Lisa and Christina and Jesse and Selena and JK, Erica and Sinead. All right, first off, our theme for the next 24 hours is loyalty. Yes, loyalty. Loyalty is important. There you go. Exactly the 0000. All right. South Africa. So, good to have everybody here. Let's see. All right. Hello, Nicole and Aquarius and Patels. Yvonne would like a reading regarding her health issues. Yeah. All right, so let's see what we get for you here, Yvonne. Let's see. What do we have? I think you just want to get away from health issues, right? You just want to get away. I see you walking away here, making sure you can't get back. I see you going away here so that you can't get back to these health issues. The moon tells me you're afraid. You are very afraid of what's going on. And the Page of Wands tells me, you're trying to be brave. You're trying to be brave for everyone, but it's just so hard to do. You've been so brave for so long that you just don't know how much longer you can be like that. You got to keep that self-confidence up. Keep that confidence going. Keep that strength, right? What do we say? Inner strength. The Magician tells me things are going to be okay. You got to have confidence. Just talked about it here, and it shows up again here. The Magician is all about confidence. It's all about mastering the things that they know that are going on and making them better. You just have to take the initiative, get it done, and be done with it all, right? That's what I think. So I hope that makes sense to you, Yvonne. I used to look at something. Something was sent to me this afternoon. I have to see who it was. Oh, okay. Yep. My dear friend Pam Lawrence sent me a donation this afternoon in between shows, and I was like, oh, interesting. I wasn't sure why she was sending it at that time, but she did. And I appreciated it. So, all right, Lise, what's going on for you? You would like a general reading as well. Let me turn this other light on. I always forget this anymore. I have to remember the closer we're getting to fall, the shorter the days are. So it's getting a little darker out at this time of night than it was a month ago. So I hope everybody is getting their daily tarot tips. I hope. All right, Lisa, I think you are starting something new, right? You're starting something new. You're getting ready to plant the seed. So it's in the very, very early planting stages. I think you have a lot of people around you to help you reach your goal when it comes time to reach that goal. I really think you will, because you have a lot of people around who are willing to help. So I think it's going to be all about stability and security of the family. I think you're looking toward your future. And you want to make sure that everything is going to be okay. And that's why it's all about that security, right? The Hierophant says, return to some of your traditions, return to some of your spiritual traditions, and, that will help you protect the family. It'll help you protect yourself and your family. So these are the things I'm seeing for you, Elise. This is what I'm seeing. I hope it makes sense. I hope something is starting for you. Something new, something to get away from all the other garbage that's happening, and, put it all behind you for a while. Christina, you changed your picture. I pay attention, don't worry. Your sister and the guy she's seeing are toxic, yes, beyond belief. But there are two other guys who want my sister, N and J. Which of all the guys is better fit for my sister, N or J? So there are two other guys. Your sister's with one guy, and then there's these other two guys. One's N and one is J. And you think one of them might help get your sister some help and get her back on track? I think that's what I'm getting from you. Yeah, Lisa, you're welcome. You are welcome. Yvonne, too. Yep. Hey, Brianna. Marlene. Bhagyashri, how are you? Bhagyashri. Asta. Amethyst, hello. Taylor Spence, hello. All right, so let's go about this the best way possible. Okay, N or J. I'll remember that because it's New Jersey. N on the left, N, J. What do you think? All right, so N, this will be N over here. And this will be J here. Wow, one's got justice and one has temperance. What a shocker. Temperance and justice in the same reading. All right, N is all about new energy and new potential. He wants to take your sister from where she is now to a completely new, to something completely new, right? A new place, a new start where there's more potential for her. I think N is friendly and loving. I think he's very successful. I think he would be warm. I think he would be determined to get your sister some of the judicial help that she needs. Right? She needs help, and that help may only come from court. If I, can say that so boldly. And I think he wants to get that help for her. I think he's determined to get that help for her. That's N. J is at a point where he's not sure exactly which way he wants to go and where he wants to go. So he's going to do things in moderation. He's going to take things slowly. He's going to be very patient and take things slowly because he is an introvert. He hates change. He doesn't want to change anything. And I think he is also very emotionally fragile. J. So I would definitely say if you had to have one for your sister, N would be the one. That would be my answer. Okay. Christina, that's what I get for you. I know it's a tough situation, and I know things are difficult there, and I'm sorry that they are. Jesse Angel, I would like to know what my boyfriend's finances are looking like for the rest of the year. Okay. Erica Ann, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. I saw you moved. Not that I don't stalk you guys. I just want you to know that. You're on my Facebook and I see it. The pictures are out there and it's not like it's a secret. I don't have to go searching right through 6 years of pictures to find out what's going on. So yes, Erica Ann, I saw that you moved. I saw the picture. And was that your daughter in the picture with you? Was that your daughter? Because I have to say, if it is, what were you, like 10 years old when you had her? You don't look much older than her. Or she doesn't look much younger than you. Your choice, whichever way you want to think about it. Yeah, I know it's been crazy. That I know. All the crazy. We'll get to it. All right, so your boyfriend's finances look like they are going to be all right. They really do. You start off with the sun, and the sun is all about happiness and success, right? The warmth of the sun makes him feel very successful, and he will be successful. Hello, Pam Lawrence. I'm glad you're here. You donated today. Thank you so much for donating and being generous and stuff. I definitely have to do your reading right after this because you did donate. The Ten of Cups is telling me that your boyfriend is very happy and very stable in the relationship you're in. He feels very safe, right? He feels safe. He thinks that you guys are in a very good, strong relationship. And I think he is ready to start something new at his job or a new job itself. I think he's very optimistic because there's a lot of potential there. The Seven of Pentacles tells me that he is, he planted seeds a while ago about what he wanted to do with money, and now it is growing, right? Now it's grown into this beautiful tree. And, this is the money tree growing here today. So I do think his finances will be okay. I think they're going to get better. And then, you have the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, which are both great cards to have. It's all about having just enough, right? Not too much, not too little, but enough to be happy, enough to feel satisfied. And again, happiness. It's all about happiness. Yes, we all need that. We all need to plant one of these in our backyards. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, Jesse Angel, I think things are going to be good for your boyfriend's finances for the rest of the year. Because, of course, if they affect him, they will affect you. What's going on with you and Tony? You and Tony, Pam Lawrence. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you being so generous. You donated today, not much, but something. It is. First off, any donation is a generous donation because you don't even have to, right? You didn't have to do it, but I do appreciate you did. So sometimes what doesn't seem like a lot to you, to me, not only is it the donation, but it's the thought behind it that makes the generosity even more. All right, what's going on with you and Tony? You and Tony. Look at that. My New York accent comes out when I talk about Tony. Yo, what's going on between you and Tony? You and Tony is going to be looking good. I think you need to take things slowly. I don't think you want to rush into things. I think that will help this relationship if it becomes a relationship. That's what you want it to be, I'm sure. And I do think that it can be if you're patient enough. I think there's a lot of... You see, Pam? I knew it. You're from New York. I told you. I knew that when I did it. That's why I had to say it. Yo. Me and Tony, what are you doing? What's going on? Or maybe it's Long Island. All right. So anyhow, yeah, I think you should be very optimistic about the way things are. I think you can see a lot in him. You're in Syracuse. Oh, okay. That's nice. I went through there 2 years ago. On my way up to, I don't even know where I was. I don't know. My wife and I went camping. We have a motorhome, so we went up there a couple of years ago, past Syracuse, though. We were right on the campground we were in was an island. The whole thing was an island, and one side was the river to look back onto New York, and the other side was Lake Erie, which gave us a view of Canada. So we were kind of like right in the middle. It was really cool. We were still in the United States. But anyhow, yeah, I think the Fool is telling you that you should be optimistic. You see a lot of potential in Tony. I think you want to get in. I think you want to get away from some of the other mess that goes on, right? Some of the other stuff that's going on in your life. You just want to get away from it. And I think Tony is going to be a good distraction from that. You know, I think it'll help you get past any sadness that you had that was left over from any other relationships. You used to be in Albany, Pam. We were west of Albany, quite a ways west of Albany. But anyhow, I do see where you and Tony move forward, and I do see an emotional connection. I do see where it starts off as friends, but then moves into something more and more all the time. You know, you're closing the curtains across here. Next, you're going to close the shower curtain across the top, and that's it. then it's all downhill from there, right? So now I think you and Tony are going to be all right. Yeah, Samantha Ariel, you like those? This is the Anna K Tarot. Anna K. It is a wonderful, wonderful tarot deck. Yes, the Anna K Tarot comes with this gigantic book. Look at the book. It's huge. It's got pictures of all the cards and stuff. It's wonderful. So does the other one, the Tarot in Wonderland. Look at the book this thing comes with. It's huge too, and this one's all in color. This one's completely in color. Every single card. It's very nice. Tarot in Wonderland. Also, the other deck that I used, the Llewellyn basic deck, this one has it's made by the same person, Barbara Moore, and this one has a huge book too. I have it out by my chair in my living room because I read it. The Light Seers did not have a big book in there. Not a real big book, just kind of small. But they're good. Samantha, yeah, it's nice to have you here, by the way. Again, I'm glad you're well. I'm glad you're getting better and better every day. That is extremely important. I still have not seen cold tofu. Raw tofu. Recent at all since we had that talk that day. I hope things are all right. So, Selena, what's going on? Good afternoon. Good evening to me. Good afternoon to you. Did S make the post about my friend for humiliation and then delete it once he got what he wanted? Oh, your friends, I'll tell you recently. They're not doing nice things, are they? Wasn't it yesterday that your friend conned her other friend out of money and then got caught? And now today you got this? Yeesh. You got it all. All right, so did S make the post about your friend just to humiliate your friend and then delete it real quick because S got what he wanted? Yep, he certainly did. Right there in the middle of the whole thing is the devil. And you know what? Here you go. So I think S and this friend of yours had some kind of a connection at some point. Sometime, I don't know, it didn't have to be romantic, but they had a connection where they were at least friends. They were at least friends. Yeah, see you later, Pam. I'll see you at the end of the week. That'd be great. Thank you so much again for being generous. Yeah, so I think so. I definitely think, Selena, that's was going on. I think they were at least friends, maybe even more at some point, and then they stopped talking to each other. They stopped being friends. And I think your friend, your friend that had the post made about them, was very hurt when their friendship broke up. You know, it was almost like breaking up a relationship, even though they were just friends. And then she had to start over. I'm guessing that your friend is a girl. I'm just guessing that part. S, I know, is a boy, is male, but I'm guessing that your friend is female. But that's okay. I think there was all that temptation and deception right there with the devil. I think he, that's the reason that the humiliation came out. I really think so. It's really clear right there. I think he planned it. I think he organized it. I think he took the liberty of doing it. Yeah, exactly, Selena. That's exactly what I'm telling you here. So I think it was all planned and organized and everything else. The whole part of putting it up, and then the whole point of taking it down real quick, right after he had the feeling that she got it. I just think your friend needs to let go of this, of S. Your friend needs to let go of this person, right? Only holding on by one hand because the other hand's way down here. So only holding on by one hand. If she just lets go, she would be done. She could drop into the water or whatever this is here and just be done with this person. And that's what I see. I think that's pretty accurate, Selena. I really do. I think tonight's reading was very, very accurate for you. So again, let's see. All right, let's see. Where are we? M. Watson, how are you? I saw you last night and I did not get to do a reading for you, but I am seeing you here again tonight and I appreciate you coming back. I really do. Will you get pregnant again after a devastating loss in January? Yes, Selena, that's definitely that is the moral of the story. Let it go and not worry about it anymore. That was your moral. So M, now I saw your, oh, thank you, M. I appreciate that. I saw your name real quick and I thought it said Emma Watson and I'm thinking, isn't that like Hermione from Harry Potter? And I'm like, oh, celebrities. No, not so much. Oh, well. You are famous here. Look, you got your face in lights, right? You got your face here and it's light. I know. Just trying to lighten the mood because I got to tell you, yeah, your question is very sad and it makes me very sad. When people I do readings for are really sad or have extremely sad questions, I feel very, very bad also. Nobody missed their chance. There is no list, so the list is not closed. You post your questions, and there is always a chance I will get to you because I choose questions at random. Fabric Art, I did not do yours, though, yet. I have not got to you yet. I have done others, and I had a donation I had to do, too. That's okay. You can always go back and rewatch the show later. So just remember that part, too. All right. Will you get pregnant again after a devastating loss in January? All right. The Knight of Swords says you are trying to do this really quickly. You want this to happen and you want it to happen fast. I just don't know that you have gone through all of the planning and all of the grieving from January for things to go really well right now. I think you have to make sure that you are okay from everything that happened in January 1st. Not on January 1st, I'm saying from January. Before you try to get pregnant again. I mean, if your question is, will you ever get pregnant again? Then I'm going to say yes. Absolutely. I think this has been such a struggle for you now for the past 8 months. It's been such a difficult struggle, and you have done everything you can to stay emotionally balanced. But you know what? Depression creeps in. And I think right now you are very indecisive about if this is really a good idea right now or wait a little while longer. Because again, you said it in your question, it was a devastating loss. And it absolutely is a devastating loss. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you mean. And it is a devastating loss. I think it's going to take all of the strength you can muster, all of the courage that you can grab together. I really do. I think it's going to take everything because when something happens like that, okay, first off, right, I'm not a woman. So I cannot say firsthand ever how you're feeling, and I would never, ever try to guess. But when you say devastating, I know what devastating feels like, and I know that I've heard other people describe things like that. So I think it hurts your self-esteem. I think it hurts your self-confidence, right? It makes you feel like, less of a woman. And I think this here is all about self-worth. You have to feel good and know that you are worth so much more than the depression and the sadness from this devastating circumstance. All right, Em. Will you get pregnant again? Absolutely you will. Is this the right time? Maybe not right now. Maybe not right this minute, right this month, or, maybe not even this year. Maybe next year again, try again. All right. That's what I see for you, Em. Thank you so much for letting me read for you for such a personal matter. I do appreciate that. Yes, and you do stay up late. It is 11:30. 11:30 in England right now. So Erica Ann, can you have a reading? Of course you can. I'm glad to see you as well. Like I said, I know you've been going through a lot. And I saw but I did see that nice picture of you and your daughter. And well, like I said, I would have thought more sisters than mom and daughter, I have to say. Definitely more like sisters. But you got a new place, and that's a good new start, right? That is a good new start for you. All right. Aquarius soul, I see you. How are you? It's very interesting that you're just asking for a general reading, right? You're not asking for anything specific. And it's really telling me about things that have just happened recently. For instance, the Knight of Wands is all about being ready to go and moving and leaving and it feeling like a new adventure. How true is that? The Page of Swords says you have to be extremely alert and think on your feet, right? Being smart is just not enough sometimes. And I think that it's going to take, you keeping your wits about you and being part of that, right? Kind of making sure that you are always vigilant. That's the word I'm looking for. The Eight of Wands is all about movement. It's all about moving and moving fairly quickly. The Knight of Swords on the end, again, same thing. It's all about moving very quickly. If you have no plan and you move real quick, things don't go well. But I think you moved pretty quickly and had a good plan, and things went really well with your move. I think your move went well. And I think you're very happy with the new place. I think when it was all over, right? When all of this was over, it left you with one thing, right? There you are, doing the 4 R's. Rest, relax, renew, then relief. Right? That's what you needed when you were there. And I have to tell you, of course, there was your daughter's heart right next to you. Because you wanted the same things for her. So that's what I get for you. All right. That is definitely what I get. I know, Erica, it wasn't really much. It wasn't a whole great reading of, this is all the stuff that's ever going to happen in your future. It was basically a summary of your week, of how last week went for you, right? Yeah. So Aquarius Soul, do Daniel and you have a fling? Woo. In the near future. So you don't want a relationship. You just want a roll in the hay. Hey. Aquarius Soul. Oh. You just want something short term. Hit it and quit it. Is that what they call it now? Nowadays? Oh my. Oh my. Is this how everybody feels anymore? They just want to have a fling? If so, raise your hand. Alright, I'm counting. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, are you guys gonna fling? Well, I think you are planning it, right? And I think you're getting things all ready for that. I think you are secure enough to do that, to just, have a quick fling of sorts. And then I think, you'll move forward. You'll move on pretty quickly. Yes. right? You've got the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands. I just told Erica Ann that the Eight of Wands is all about movement and speed. So I see where you come in, right? You're nice and you're giving, very giving, and then you are gone in a hurry. Queen of Cups says that it was just a magnetism, right? It's just the magnetism of between you and Daniel to have this, and it's short and sweet. You really are not. You are not holding on to this whole thing. I think he is going to hold on to this a little longer than you do, though. Keep that in mind. I don't know that Daniel is ready for to be the booty call. So, just something to keep in mind, all right, Aquarius soul? But I think you have the strength to do it if you want. So, go for it. Have a good time. Have a great time. Thank you, Taylor Spence. It took me a minute to realize that this was a compliment. I talk about such sketchy subjects with such class. I do appreciate that. That's just the way I am. I don't, I don't know. I feel very compassionate towards people, especially if it's, especially when it's something sad, like we were talking about before with M. And, even when I talk to people who I know what their situations are, and I don't have to share the whole situation, but they know how I feel about it, and they know that I am concerned about them. So, LQMQRXO. I really hope that means something. Because unfortunately to me it doesn't. I have no idea. But welcome. I appreciate you being here. I'd like to give you your general reading, and I would like to ask you if you would please like and subscribe and get your notifications. That would be important to me. So thank you very much if you would do that. Okay. I'm just going to call you L. Because it's going to be a lot easier than trying to remember all those letters when I'm looking at cards. All right. So a general reading for you. I see so many good things. All right. So I see good things near the end, middle to end. The first two cards, they could go either way. The moon really talks to me about you feel like you have been deceived in the past. You feel like you've been lied to, or somebody's pulled the wool over your eyes kind of deal, right? I don't know. It's an American saying, I think. Maybe everybody maybe everybody knows it, but you feel like you've been lied to. You feel deceived in the past. And I think this has happened several different times. And you don't want that to happen again. However, I do see where things have changed in your life, where right now you've achieved success. You feel satisfied with the way your life is. You have a lot of people supporting you. There's a lot of supporters, right? And that makes you feel better. That raises your confidence. It raises your self-worth. It raises your self-esteem. The High Priestess is all about intuition, right? She's very in tune with her inner self. She's very in tune with her gut feeling. And I think that's kind of what the High Priestess is telling you, is make sure you tune into that gut feeling as well. When things don't feel right, they're probably not right. And then you end up here with the Lovers. I do think that you are looking for, or you are going to find a very strong love connection, right? That turns from friends into relationship with a lot of trust. So that's what I see for you, L. QMQRXO. Whew. All right. Bhagyashri, how are you? You would like to know, why is Rahul ignoring you? Will he contact you? What's your future? What does your future look like? You're very welcome. Thank you. And again, I appreciate it if you would subscribe for me. That's good. Thank you. I see where you said you already did. Okay, I see it. Thank you very much for doing that. I do appreciate it. And I hope to see you back again. Now that you are subscribed, get those notifications. You'll get daily tarot tips every single day from me. And I hope to see you back. I feel so deep, huh, Samantha? You know, it's funny. I'm going to just tell you really quick funny while I'm turning over the cards. In my real life, when I walk out of the studio here, I am not deep at all. Not at all. I'm very simplistic when I am not doing this. When I'm doing this, though, I don't know, it just, deep things just come from inside. So, yeah. So why is Rahul ignoring you? He's ignoring you. I don't know why he's ignoring you. It doesn't even look like a good reason to ignore you anywhere on here in these cards. I think he is happy exactly where he is. And I don't know that, I'm not sure that puts you in the picture with him. The Six of Pentacles tells me all about how he is very giving and very kind and very thankful for what he has. I think this is causing you a lot of anxiety. It's causing you stress. It's keeping you up at night. It makes it so you don't want to see what's coming. You don't want to see the future. You got your hand over your eyes. You don't want to see any of that. Temperance tells me, you know, he's doing things in moderation. He's not jumping into getting in touch with you. He's not jumping into a future right now with you. He's looking to the future, right? But he's being very patient about it. He's making sure everything is balanced, right? Balance between the cups, balance between the earth and the water, the emotions and the possessions of life. So I'm sorry to say that I don't really see that he's ignoring you for any other reason, that he just doesn't want to talk right now. That's all I see for you. I'm sorry to say. And I don't like to... is there a third person? No, I don't see any third person. I saw nothing in there that said a third person. especially here with the two of wands. You know, I see him looking to the future, but it's only two people. I don't see anything in there that tells me about a third. I don't think there's somebody else involved. I just think he's just kind of where he is. I just think he really feels like that's what he is. And he's happy where he is, I should say. I hate to give bad readings to people. And I certainly, don't like to give bad news. I know that's not what, people don't like to come here and get bad news because then sometimes they don't come back. But you got to remember, there's always two things, right? First off, my readings are always for entertainment purposes only. So I can get it wrong. Somebody told me last night I was very wrong with my reading, and that's okay. I don't mind that because, sure, I can be wrong. I'm only human. And you also have to remember that, you can change things. You can change things. Those readings are for entertainment purposes only. I'm just a guy on the internet reading cards. Maybe I got it wrong. It happens. I'm not perfect. Although somebody did call me a perfect idiot once. And I told him, I said, nobody's perfect. All right, Samantha. So this is what it's all about, huh? Is this really what it's all about? This is what this reading's telling me. This is why things are the way they are for you. Fabricar, I'm very glad. I know I didn't use your real name, but I'm very glad it resonated with you. That's important. Samantha, I think that number one, I think you lost someone. Not lost, but I think you broke up with someone, had a relationship and lost the relationship, whatever. And that person was very protective, maybe overly protective. Maybe on the verge of being overbearing. Maybe. A little bit. I think you feel right now, I think this is how you're feeling right now, and I know this is important, and I know it's serious. I think you feel like you've been left out of things. Yeah, you've been single for a while, but you know what? That still does not mean that didn't happen. You're welcome, Aquarius soul. Hope you didn't mind that I joked around a little bit about your reading, Aquarius soul. I thought I could. Samantha, that still does not mean that didn't happen, that couldn't have happened, right? I still think that you were in a relationship at one point. Just because you've been single for a while does not mean you were never in a relationship. It's not like you've never had a date. You've had dates. You've had a boyfriend and or girlfriend or whatever. I don't care. But this person was very overly protective, I believe, with you. And now you really feel left out. You feel very insecure and you are in pain. I know it's easy for me to say knowing what I know, but you know what? That's honestly all about the Five of Pentacles. It's telling you here all about being in pain, and you can see that she is in pain. She's scared. She wants friendship. She doesn't, she is someone who doesn't realize that help is available. I kid you not. These are all honest to God things that have to do with the Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands says you carry an extremely heavy burden. with you all the time. It feels like there's a huge weight on your shoulders, right? You've been on a long path, a long winding road with a lot of baggage. And that just weighs on you after a while. It just constantly weighs on you. I think the Hermit is telling you, yes, you have been isolated. You have been on your own for a while. You have not been in a relationship for a while because you are the Hermit. You are alone. But while you're alone, instead of seeing it as feeling like you're sacrificing your life and sacrificing your time, all right, by being alone, take all of this time to reflect on the things that have happened in the past so they don't happen again. Right? Do that soul searching thing. Make sure that you know when things move forward in your life with someone else, because it will. I truly believe you need to have a good grip on what happened in the past that made you feel so sad, so that you don't do it again. So you don't get into that kind of relationship again. So you don't have those problems again. Once is enough. More than enough. I think you will achieve success. You will achieve that self-worth. Your self-worth will come back. Your confidence will come back. Your self-esteem will come back. And I really believe that. You keep showing up here every single night since we had that discussion. You are here every single day because you want to know more information. You want to see what other people's readings are, just so you can figure things out. And I got to tell you, it's working, because every single day you feel better, a little bit better every single day. The better you feel, the more confident you'll be. The more confident you'll be, the faster you will heal and find someone. All right? That's what I really think. That is truly what I think. My show is going till 7 o'clock unless I have donations, which right now it does not look like I do, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Nope, no donations. So I really have time for one more question for tonight. Again, unless there's donations. If I get donations, I will continue. I'll stay for donations, of course, because donations, I always promise, donations guarantee a reading. Donations are guaranteed readings. Okay. Chrissy Chandler. There you go. You get to be the last reading, again, unless I get a donation in. What love person is coming towards you in your life? You've never been in love. Is that your picture? I can't believe that you've never been in love. I can't believe it. All right, so this is my last reading unless I have donations. Donation information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's also in the description of the show. And if your phone scans barcodes, you can scan for PayPal up on the top right, or you can scan for Square at the bottom right. All right. So what love is coming toward you? Never been in love. I just find that extremely hard to believe, unfortunately. I'm not saying you're lying to me, because that's not the case at all. All right. I think life has just been very, it feels like there's somebody always just sneaking past, right? You feel like maybe you're going to be in a relationship and then it sneaks off and it's gone. No, I know, Chrissy Chandler. Chrissy, I'm not saying you're lying. I know that. I just think, I think it, just when you think that it's going to start into something serious or more serious, the person kind of sneaks off. And then you end up having so many different things you have to do that you move on and you give time in between. And I think then the next person that comes along kind of gets judged by the one that you just the one that just left, the one that snuck on by. I think so. I think that's how things are. I just think, maybe then you judge the next person based on the last person. And that makes things difficult, because everybody deserves a fair shake, right? Everybody deserves a fair chance. Let them ruin it for themselves, because if they're not good people and they're not right for you, you're going to know it. But you have to let them show it on their own, right? It doesn't mean you shouldn't be disciplined. It doesn't mean you shouldn't have structure in your life and in the relationships. It just means that you just have to give people a turn. It has to be somebody else's turn to make things good or bad. I think you are very organized. I think you're very generous, very nurturing, very down to earth, right? And these are all wonderful qualities. Absolutely wonderful qualities. I believe you feel like you just have a lot of things that go on all at once, right? You have a lot of things you have to juggle. You're not always in balance here, all right? Things are not always balanced in your life. You have to juggle a lot of things. And here again, there's a lot of things going on. Sometimes you don't always juggle everything well. You can see here, there's already a ring on the ground that he's dropped. But he's doing the best he can. Doing the very best. And I think that's what you do. The very best you can. I think you just need to be flexible, right? Change a couple little things here and there. Just change a couple little internal things, right? A little bit of mindset. I think that's where the problem is. I think you need to just change a little bit of your mindset. I don't think you need a diet. I don't think you need to work out. I don't think you need any of that stuff. That's just your self-esteem talking. That's your self-esteem telling you, oh, this is what you need, Oh, you're not thin enough. You're not worked out enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not this. You're not that. But that's not true. Those things are not true. What do you see when you look in the mirror? I guarantee it's not the same thing everybody else sees. All right, Chrissy. You are good for a guy. You will be good. You will find the right person. You know what? Maybe the people you've had have been a bunch of jerks. Maybe they just haven't been right for you. Because when the right person comes along, you're going to know it, and it's going to be wonderful. All right. I will take one last look here for donations. I don't see any, and I don't see anything here at the bottom telling me that anyone is donating. So, all right, that was my last reading for the night. Don't forget, everyone, I am here twice a day, every day, 11:30 a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Every single day. I know. Plus, if you're on YouTube and you subscribe and get notifications, I send out daily tarot tips every single morning. So I hope you get them. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you get a chance to watch them. They're only a couple minutes, less than 5 minutes long. Usually about 3 to 4 minutes at the most. So it just gives you a little glimpse into what I think the day is going to be like. Could be good, could be bad, could be right, could be wrong. You never know. But all right, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I do appreciate it. I hope you all had a good night or a good day or good morning, wherever you are and whatever you got. All right, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye now.